Good evening, everyone. I am Amit Kumar, the Consul General of India in Chicago. I warmly welcome everyone who has joined this event virtually. It appears that my colleague, Mr. Ranjit Singh, has inadvertently logged out of the meeting, so he will be trying to join the meeting soon. So I thought I'll start the proceedings without waiting further. So again, I would like to welcome everyone to this webinar being organized in association with the Vivekananda Vedanta Society of Chicago to commemorate the birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda ji. I would also like to welcome Swamijis from the Vedanta Society, students and youth representatives. It is also very good to see Swami Ishatmananda ji today. I had met him in the morning and I had joined him for a small prayer ceremony this morning. As you all know, Swami Vivekananda was a great yogi, philosopher, and a youth icon who has inspired many generations in India and in the world with his teachings, combining spirituality and science. He was the chief disciple of Swami Ramakrishna Paramhans and was the founder of the Ramakrishna mission. In our Indian history, he was a colossal figure, playing a leading role in bringing about a new awakening in India. He emphasized the ideals of service for the betterment of the society. His belief in youth energy was unwavering, which found expression in his iconic saying, and I quote, "Give me 100 believing youth, and I shall transform India." End of quote. It is therefore not surprising that we in India also celebrate the National Youth Day today. Messages of Swami Vivekananda were simple yet powerful. He conveyed his ideas directly to the people, especially to the youth. His messages broke through the shackles of caste and creed and spoke of a language of universal brotherhood. He personified the eternal energy of the youth and their restless quest for truth. Swami Vivekananda was a voracious reader and acquired a vast knowledge of different subjects. He read the Hindu scriptures like the Bhagavad Gita and the Upanishads, as well as also read of Western philosophy, history, and spirituality. I would be remiss if I do not mention the landmark speech delivered by Swami Vivekananda at the Fullerton Hall in Chicago during the World Parliament of Religions in 1893, where he called for religious tolerance and universal acceptance of different religions. He is considered to be the most central figure in the introduction of Vedanta and Yoga to the West and is credited with raising the profile of Hinduism in the wider world. He was successful in building bridges between the cultures in the East and the West, and in his own simple manner, he interpreted the Hindu scriptures, philosophy, and way of life to the Western people. He made them recognize and realize the importance of Indian contribution to the world culture. And in that sense, he is perhaps our foremost cultural ambassador. Swami Vivekananda also laid a lot of emphasis on education as the primary means of empowering the people. And he specified the following as objectives of education. Education as something which helps the common mass of people to equip themselves for daily life. Education which brings out a strength of character, a spirit of philanthropy, and courage in your convictions. He used to say that real education is that which enables one to stand on one's own legs. We are celebrating this event in the backdrop of the Azadi ka Amrit Mahotsav. As you all know, we are celebrating the 75th anniversary year of our independence, and public participation is one of our key objectives as we organize events in this backdrop. The government has embarked on the mission of building a united, strong, and prosperous India, ensuring inclusive development to fulfill the vision of great thinkers like Swami Vivekananda. As you all know, India is one of the youngest nations in the world, with about 65% population under 35 years of age. The youth are indeed the most dynamic and vibrant segment of the population in any country. All transformative initiatives of the government, such as Make in India, Digital India, Skill India, promoting entrepreneurship, all indeed require active involvement and support of the youth, as they are the major stakeholders of the future of our country. As Swami Vivekananda once exhorted, arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. Let us all unite and work for the country with purity, patience, and perseverance, as Swamiji said long ago that these three attributes are essential to success. In closing, I look forward to hearing perspectives of students and youth representatives, as well as from members of the Vedanta Society, about the relevance of Swamiji's teachings in the contemporary world and how the youth today can contribute to nation building. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. And our apologies for a technical glitch in the beginning. It is an honor to have three Swamijis and a few students with us who will share their ideas on the philosophy of Swami Vivekananda ji and the ideals for which he lived and worked. He's a great source of inspiration in the context of National Youth Day. First of all, I would request Swami Vardananda ji to say a few words. Swami Vardananda ji is a Hindu monk of Ramakrishna order, which has its headquarters at Belur Mutt in India. Swami Vardananda ji joined Vivekananda Society of Chicago in 1973. He has been the president of Hyde Park Kenwood Interfaith Council. At present, he represents Hinduism on the Council of Religious Leaders of Metropolitan Chicago. Swamiji, please share your views on Swami Vivekananda and National Youth Day.
Thank you. I remember one of the first things that Swami Bhashananda said to me when I came to Chicago back in 1973 was that people talk about Swami Vivekananda as a social reformer, but he was actually a sage. Everything else was secondary to that. So when he stood on the platform of the Parliament of Religions and said, "Sisters and brothers of America," it wasn't the words that had any effect, but the tremendous spiritual power that was behind the words. The power he had received from his own guru, Sri Ramakrishna, as well as from his own intense spiritual practices. And that power has a capacity to uplift the world, to change the world. When you look at the life of Swami Vivekananda, you see that practically everywhere he focused his attention, things changed. He was a friend of Nikola Tesla, the discoverer of alternating current that we use in all our households. They were friends, and he asked Nikola Tesla if science could see the unity in the universe. And Tesla said no. At that time, all they had was Newtonian physics, which saw the universe as separate objects bumping into each other. But just 10 years later, Einstein came out with his theory of general relativity, which started science looking for the unity in things. And we see how this search has grown into the present day quantum physics, which is not only seeing the unity in things, but the underlying consciousness in things and the importance of that consciousness. So also it's said that Swami Vivekananda, he met Tata on a ship. And at that time, Tata was a rich merchant. And Swamiji told him, he said that what India needs is industry. And this was kind of the beginning of Tata Industries. He met John D. Rockefeller, one of the richest men in the world, in America at that time. And he told him that you're just the caretaker of the money. The next time Rockefeller saw him, he showed him a list of all the charities that he donated to. And he said, now thank me, Swami. And Swamiji told him, no, you thank me. I've showed you the way. As we all know, that Swami Vivekananda placed tremendous importance on the education of women. Although he wasn't the first, he was one of the very first to focus on the need for education of women. He said, a bird can't fly on two wings. As long as women are kept uneducated and ignorant, the country will suffer. It will never prosper. And so like that, wherever he looked, whatever he focused his attention on, things changed. He brought in so many new innovative ideas into the world. This is his heritage, is that he was a world shaker. He literally changed the way the world functioned. So thank you.
Thank you, Swamiji. Now, it is a matter of great pleasure that today we are joined by a few students also. First, I would request Riya Mukherjee. She is an all-state and nationally ranked debater, and she is passionate about speaking about tolerance and peace. I would request her to share her views in the context of National Youth Day.
Hi, everyone. As Mr. Singh said, my name is Riya Mukherjee. I'm 17 years old and I'm a junior in high school from Palatine, Illinois. And I just had a couple of words to talk a little bit more about Swami Vivekananda and his impact on the US as we know it today. Narendranath Datta, better known to us as Swami Vivekananda, was born on January 12, 1863 in Kolkata, India. While often described as a monk and a philosopher, Swamiji was a spiritual leader and a reformer who attempted to combine Indian spirituality with Western material progress, maintaining that the two supplemented and complemented one another, and he is credited for having introduced Indian teachings of Vedanta and yoga to the Western world, and for raising interfaith awareness and bringing Hinduism to the status of a major world religion during the late 19th century. In my opinion, I don't think Hinduism would be as big as it is in the United States without Swami Vivekananda. Social reform became a prominent element of Vivekananda's thought, and he had joined the Brahmo Samaj, or the Society of Brahma, dedicated to eliminating child marriage and illiteracy, and determined to spread education among women and the lower castes of India at the time. And he later became the most notable disciple of Ramakrishna, who demonstrated the essential unity of all religions. Vivekananda founded the Ramakrishna Mission and is perhaps best known for his speech, which began with the words, "Sisters and Brothers of America," at the Parliament of the World's Religions at the Art Institute of Chicago in 1893. And in his speech, Vivekananda introduced Hinduism and emphasized on tolerance and universal acceptance. Parliament President John Henry Barrows said, "India, the mother of religions, was represented by Swami Vivekananda, the orange monk who exercised the most wonderful influence over his auditors. Vivekananda attracted widespread attention in the press in the United States, which called him the cyclonic monk from India, and the New York Herald even noted that Vivekananda is undoubtedly the greatest figure in the parliament of religions. Vivekananda spoke several more times at receptions, the scientific section, and private homes on topics related to Hinduism, Buddhism, and harmony among religions. The freedom of religion that we currently have in the United States today may have been started in the 1700s by the founding fathers, but a lot of religions from Asia can be credited to Swami Vivekananda's emphasis on tolerance of all religions. Vivekananda's speeches at the parliament had the common theme of universality, emphasizing religious tolerance. Swamiji's preachings and teachings are eternally relevant and show a beacon to the world. At the Parliament of World Religions, he said, sectarianism, bigotry, and its horrible descendant, fanaticism, have long possessed this beautiful earth. They have filled the earth with violence, drenched it often with human blood, destroyed civilization, and sent entire nations to despair. Had it not been for these horrible demons, human society would be far more advanced than it is now. I believe that Swami Vivekananda imagined a world that was made of empowered human beings, where progress meant the ability to help the downtrodden, and development that was meant for achieving our collective goals while staying true to our communities. In my opinion, his message will forever be relevant, teaching us inclusivity, social equality, and the love for our fellow human beings. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ria. You very well said. India is mother of all religions, represented by Swami Vivekananda ji. Thank you so much. And now I would invite William Conati, who is 18 years old and has been initiated member at the Vivekananda Vedanta Society of Chicago for over 3 years. He is going to share some quotations of Swamiji, Swami Vivekananda. William, please unmute yourself. Thank you so much.
Namaste. Respected seniors and dear friends, I love Swami Vivekananda for his inspirational words. Today I shall share with you some of them on the occasion of his holy birthday. So here are some quotes of Swami Vivekananda on the topics of youth in India. Freedom can never be reached by the weak. Throw away all weakness. Tell your body that it is strong. Tell your mind that it is strong. And have unbounded faith and hope in yourself. My hope of the future lies in the use of character, intelligent, renouncing all for the service of others, and obedient, good to themselves and the country at large. It is very easy to point out the defects of institutions, all being more or less imperfect, but he is the real benefactor of humanity who helps the individual to overcome his imperfections under whatever institutions he may live. Onward, upon ages of struggle, a character is built. Be not discouraged. One word of truth can never be lost. For ages, it may be hidden under rubbish, but it will show itself sooner or later. Truth is indestructible. Virtue is indestructible. Purity is indestructible. Go all of you, wherever there is an outbreak of plague or famine, or wherever the people are in distress, and mitigate their sufferings. Preach this ideal from door to door, and you will yourselves be benefited by it all, the same time that you are doing good to your country, India. On you lie the future hopes of our country. Nothing will avail in our country without setting a glowing and living example before the people. What we want are some young men who will renounce everything and sacrifice their lives for their country's sake. We should first form their lives, and then some real work can be expected. Neither money pays, nor name pays, nor fame, nor learning. It is character that cleave through adamant walls of difference. I stand for truth. Truth will never ally itself with falsehood. Even if all the world should be against me, truth must prevail in the end. Learn everything that is good from others, but bring it in, and in your own way absorb it. Do not become others. Do not be dragged away out of this Indian life. Do not for a moment think that it would be better for India if all the Indians dressed, ate, and behaved like another race. We have to bear in mind that we are all debtors to the world, and the world does not owe us anything. It is a great privilege for all of us to be allowed to do anything for the world. In helping the world, we really help ourselves. Practice virtue, persevere in virtue, become established in virtue, shine as an embodiment of noblest virtue and heroic adherence to goodness. Youth is meant for the grand process. Youth is the active development and fulfillment of these processes. Brave, bold people, these are what we want. What we want is vigor in the blood, strength in the nerves, iron muscles, and nerves of steel, not softening namby-pamby ideas. Avoid all these. My boy, when death is inevitable, it is not better to die like heroes than as stocks and stones. And what is the use of living a day or two more in this transitory world? It is better to wear out than to rust out, especially for the sake of doing the least good to others. When we let loose our feelings, we waste so much energy, shatter our nerves, disturb our minds, and accomplish very little work. The energy which ought to have gone out as work is spent as mere feeling, which counts for nothing. It is only when the mind is very calm and collected that the whole of its energy is spent in doing good work. Be strong, my young friends. That is my advice to you. The earth is enjoyed by heroes. This is the unfailing truth. Be a hero, always say, I have no fear. My faith is in the younger generations, the modern generation. Out of them will come my workers. Supreme value of youth period is incalculable and indescribable. Youth life is the most precious life. Youth is the best time. The way in which you utilize this period will decide the nature of coming years that lie ahead of you. And that is all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, William. Very promising. It is important for us to take note of these quotations so that these reflect in our daily life as well. Now, we have the honor to have Swami Kripamayananda, the Minister and Head of Vedanta Society of Toronto. He came to Canada as an Assistant Minister of Vedanta Society of Toronto in July 2003, and later in the same year, he was appointed its head. Swami Kripamayananda has traveled to many major cities in Canada and USA and has given talks on subjects related to religion and spirituality. May I request Swamiji to share his views, enlighten us in the context of today's National Youth Day and birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda.
Thank you very much, Ranjit Singh ji, for inviting me and the CGI and the Vedanta Society of Vivekananda Vedanta Society of Chicago to participate in this wonderful event of celebrating Swami Vivekananda National Youth Day and Azadi ka Amrit Mahotsav. So when we look at Swami Vivekananda's even the picture, what we find, the eyes are so mesmerizing. From there, we find the energy, courage, love, all those coming from the photograph of Swamiji. Just we have to look intently and we get something. It's not that just we are seeing a piece of paper with some colors, but there is inspiration in his very look. And he was all that inspiration put together. It is no wonder that Swamiji himself said he is in condensed India. And also his disciple, Sister Nivedita, his disciple from England, she said, Swami Vivekananda was India in flesh and blood. That was Swami Vivekananda's ideal and his heritage. Swami Vivekananda has inspired people immensely throughout the world. And what to say about India? In India, he inspired Mahatma Gandhi, who said, my love for country, India, has increased 1,000-fold after reading him. And Others like Subhas Bose said, if Swamiji was alive today, I would have surrendered, I've given myself at his feet. Aurobindo Ghosh, he was so admired by Swamiji. He said, Swami Vivekananda used to come in my vision and teach me yoga when I was in jail. The Chakravarti Raj Gopalachari, he was the first and last Indian Governor General. So he has said wonderfully about Swamiji. He said, Swami Vivekananda saved Hinduism and saved India. But for him, we would have lost our religion and would not have gained our freedom. We therefore owe everything to Swami Vivekananda. May his faith, his courage, and his wisdom ever inspire us so that we may keep safe the treasure we have received from him. That is the message that Chakravarti Rajagopalachari had given about Swamiji. Swamiji had inspired not only our national leaders during our freedom movement or before that, even during freedom movement, many freedom fighters of India were seen to be having Swami Vivekananda's works in one hand and the Gita on the other, and ready to sacrifice their life for the sake of motherland. That was the inspiration of Swamiji. Swamiji himself said about what was his main thing. He said, unselfishness is more paying. Only people have not patience to practice it. That which is selfish is immoral, and that which is unselfish is moral. It is love and love alone that I preach, and I base my teaching on the great Vedantic truth of the sameness and omnipresence of the soul of the universe. Not only Swamiji inspired our freedom movement during freedom movement to free India, but he has been inspiring since then. He has been inspiring youth, old, children. If we are exposed to Swamiji's teachings and Swamiji's ideal, he is always an inspiration of his strength. His strength and hope in despair, strength in weakness, and he is solace when there is despair. That is Swami Vivekananda. Divine manifestation is Swami Vivekananda. You must have heard the name of Arunima Sinha, who scaled Mount Everest with amputated leg. And when she was climbing, it was very hard for her to climb with the prosthetic leg. And she would to get tired, and it was slow in pace. Oxygen was becoming less. And whenever it was like crucial for her, she used to open her purse and look something. Sherpa asked her, Madam, what do you see now and then in the purse? And Arunima Sinha said, that is my energy capsule. So what was the energy capsule that she used to get the strength when she was tired and so hard to climb with one real leg and one amputated leg? So it was the photograph of Swami Vivekananda along with Sri Ramakrishna and Sri Sharada Devi. That used to give her strength to fulfill the wish that she had so much have dreamed. Our late president, Abdul Kalam, said, the dream is that which is not seen when we are sleeping, but it is the thing that takes away our sleep. That is the dream. So whoever has dreamed, the youth or anyone in the world, their dream will be fulfilled when we have inspiration, when we have strength and courage, and we have the divine blessing of divine being. And that blessing comes from Swami Vivekananda in the form of his inspiration. And we feel the purity when we come face to face with Swami Vivekananda. And he said that his hope is in the youth. And he said, my hope of the future lies in the youth's character, intelligent, renouncing all for the service of others, and obedience, who can sacrifice their lives in working on my ideas and thereby do good to themselves and the country at large. So his idea about the country and the greatness of India based on the ideal that India stands for, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. And India is not just one country. It is the nest, as it is said in our scripture, Yatra Vishwam Bhavati Eka Nidam. In India, it's like the nest of the whole world is India. That's why when Barrow said that Swami Vivekananda brought the message from India, where the mother of religion was propagated, was so true. So Swami Vivekananda's inspiration is still there. Our leaders are still inspired that we believe in Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, not only in words. We really believe that whole world is our family. Recently, in just a few years, like in the pandemic, when we have vaccines started to come produced in India, we shared vaccines to the whole world wherever it was needed, from very small countries to bigger countries like Brazil. And we needed vaccine in India, but whatever we could share at the time, we share to every country of the world. We will do that because we believe in Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Whole world is our family that we get from our scriptures, or Vedanta says that. And the Vedanta says in the sameness and oneness of the world. That great message that Swami Vivekananda has brought, that what Rajagopalachari says, that may his faith, his courage, and his wisdom ever inspire us, so that we may keep safe the treasure we have received from him. What is his message in 2 words? It is unselfishness and love. Swami Ishatmananda often says that is the goal, that is really God. What is God but love and unselfishness? That is the whole basis of whole humanity being together. In reality, we are all one. World is one. Humanity is one. That unity of existence, unity of mankind, all is what we get from the scriptures, and so beautifully brought to us by none other than Swami Vivekananda, the icon of youth, and on whose birthday, the 12th of January, we celebrate National Youth Day of India. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Swamiji. Many thanks for sharing from excerpts from our great history and stories of youth like Aruಣಿಮಾಸಿನ, and his sharing message of love and unselfishness. Thank you so much. And now we are joined by a few more students. I would like to invite them. May I ask Rohini Mitra? She's currently 12th grade in Millard North High School in Omaha, Nebraska. She will talk about why she loves India and Vivekananda. Rohini, please unmute yourself.
Hello, everyone. I'm Rohini Mitra. I'm immensely grateful and honored that I was given the opportunity to speak here today. I give my obeisances to Sri Ramakrishna Dev, Ma Sharda Devi, and Swami Vivekananda. I also give my pranam to my Guruji, Swami Ishatmananda Ji Maharaj, and other Swamis that are present here today. Today, January 12th, we remember the birthday of a monk whose birthday is considered as the National Youth Day of India. The young spiritual leader who is credited with spreading the essence of Indian spirituality to the Western world had immense faith in the power of youth. By upholding the teachings of Vedanta, he taught the universal values of tolerance, fraternity, and acceptance, and coexistence of different faiths, cultures, and beliefs. He even reinstilled a hope for a large group of people who had lost hope of anything good in this world. Swami Vivekananda is the inspiration behind National Youth Day. In just 39 years, 14 of which were his public life, he filled the country with a thought whose energy is still felt today. Vivekananda caught the world's attention with his ideas when he represented Sanatan Dharma in Chicago in 1893. A speech like that one that he made back in that day cannot be made today. The themes in that speech included tolerance, cooperativeness, participation, religion, culture, and nationalism. At the Parliament of World Religions, Vivekananda said that the land of India and the Sanatan religion taught the world the lesson of tolerance and universal acceptance. It is the nature of Indian soil to accept all religions as true. We were the first laboratory and protector of secularism. He addressed the Parliament of World Religions as American brothers and sisters. This eternal message of universal brotherhood was very clear in his speech. Another famous quote that he had said was, "Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached." This mantra of Vivekananda is as effective, relevant, and inspiring today to many youth, including myself. His message on man makes money, money can't make men indicates the uselessness of money-centric goal of life or education. Swami Vivekananda's lessons still inspire the youth, where he suggested the youth need to be educated so they can build themselves on three pillars: the development of head, heart, and hand. That means that he suggested that the youth will get such an education that they will have noble ideas, a heart to serve others, and the ability to work hard. According to Swamiji, there are three things that makes a person great and a nation great: the conviction of power of goodness, the absence of jealousy and suspicion, and helping others to be good and do good. Swami Vivekananda taught the world that it is our duty to encourage all those doing good so they can make their dreams come true. Swami Vivekananda will always be the best inspiration for our youth because he was a person who sacrificed his self-interests and worked hard for the nation and the welfare of his fellow citizens. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rohini. Thanks for your remarks. Very, very impressive. Why you love India at Vivekananda. Now, I would just give me a second. I would request Preetish Chakrabarti. He's a high school student. He wants to be a musician. So I would request him to present a song, Dubo 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 Shagorore.
Hi, my name is Namaskar. My name is Pritish Chakraborty. I'm very honored to be a part of the Swami Vivekananda birth anniversary celebration and National Youth Day of India. Swami Vivekananda's ideologies inspired me very much, and my favorite quote by him is, "Take up one idea, make that one idea your life, dream of it, live on that idea." And that's something I live by because I want to pursue to become a musician. So that is my dream, and I'm trying to pursue it. Today I'm going to be singing one of Swamiji's favorite songs, Dub 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 Rup Shagore Amar Mon. ডুব 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 রূপ সাগরে আমার মন, ডুব 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 রূপ সাগরে আমার মন, তলাতল পাতাল খুঁজলে পাবি রে প্রেম রত্ন ধন, তলাতল পাতাল খুঁজলে পাবি রে প্রেম রত্ন ধন, ডুব 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 রূপ সাগরে আমার মন, ডুব 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 রূপ সাগরে আমার মন। খোঁজ খুঁজে খুঁজে খুঁজলে পাবি হৃদয় মাঝে বৃন্দাবন, খুঁজ খুঁজে খুঁজে খুঁজলে পাবি হৃদয় মাঝে বৃন্দাবন, দীপ 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 জ্ঞানের বাতি, দীপ 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 জ্ঞানের বাতি, হৃদয়ে জ্বলবে অনুক্ষণ, ধূপ ডুব 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 সাগরে আমার মন, ধূপ ডুব 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 সাগরে আমার মন। ড্যাঙে 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 ডাঙাই ডিঙে চালায় আবার সে কোনজন, ড্যাঙে 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 ডাঙাই ডিঙে চালায় আবার সে কোনজন, কুবির বলে শোন শোন শোন, কুবির বলে শোন শোন শোন, খাবো গুরুর শ্রীচরণ, ডুব 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 সব আমার মন, ডুব 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 রূপ সাগরে আমার মন। তলাতল পাতাল খুঁজলে পাবি রে প্রেম রত্ন ধন, তলাতল পাতাল খুঁজলে পাবি রে প্রেম রত্ন ধন, ডুব 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 রূপ সাগরে আমার মন, ডুব 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 রূপ সাগরে আমার মন, ডুব 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 রূপ সাগরে আমার মন। Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Very melodious song. And now I would request another student, Sia Patel. She's in grade 8 at junior high school in Chicago. I would request her to come with her presentation. Sia.
Hello, my name is Sia Patel. I'm from Chicago and attend Aptakistic Junior High School as an 8th grader. Though I was born in the US, I have been brought up with the Hindu culture. I'm a privileged child of Vedanta Society of Chicago, where I've had many opportunities to learn from Swamis from non-Krishna mission. I've had the chance to learn about Thakur, Ma, and Swamiji at a very early age. Today, on such an auspicious day, I'm going to read some of Swamiji's messages for India, his love for his motherland, and the universal message of Vedanta. This is the ancient land where wisdom made its home before it went to any other country. The same India whose influx of spirituality is represented. The same India whose soil has been trodden by the feet of the greatest sages that ever lived. Here first arose the doctrines of the immortality of the soul, the existence of a supervising God, and here the highest ideals of religion and philosophy have attained their culminating points. It is the same India which has withstood the shocks of centuries of hundreds of foreign invasions and hundreds of upheavals of manners and customs. It is the same India which stands firmer than any rock in the world, with its underlying vigor and indestructible light. Its life is of the same nature as the soul, without beginning and without end, immortal, and we are the children of such a country. Children of India, I am here to speak to you today about some practical things, and my object in reminding you about the glories of the past is simply this. Many times I have been told that looking into the past only degenerates and leads to nothing, and I think we should look into the future. That is true. Out of the past is built the future. We must learn the elements of our being, the blood that courses in our veins. We must build an India yet greater than what she has been. A mighty tree produces a beautiful ripe fruit. That fruit falls on the ground, it decays and rots, and out of that decay springs the root and the future tree perhaps mightier than the first one. This period of decay through which we have passed was all the more necessary. Out of this decay is coming the India of the future. It is sprouting. Its first leaves are already out, and a mighty gigantic tree, the Urdhva is here already beginning to appear. The one common ground that we have is our sacred tradition, our religion. That is the only common ground, and upon that we shall have to build. What passes in the world can compare to this? Na tatra suryo bhati na chandra tarakam, nema vidyato bhanti krutoya magnihi. The sun cannot illuminate, nor the moon, nor the stars. The flash of lightning cannot illuminate the place. What to speak of this mortal fire? Again, where can you find a more perfect expression of the whole philosophy of the world? The gist of what the Hindus have ever taught, the whole dream of human salvation, painted in language more powerful in figure and more marvelous than this. What do we want in India? First of all, our young men must be strong. Religion will come afterwards. Be strong, my young friends. That is my advice to you. You will be nearer to heaven through football than through the study of the Gita. Those are bold words, but I have to say them, for I love you. You will understand the Gita better with your biceps, your muscles a little stronger. You will understand the Upanishads better and the glory of the Atman when your body stands firm upon your feet and you feel yourselves as men. Thus we have to apply these to our needs. Look upon every man, woman, and everyone's God. You cannot help anyone. You can only serve. Serve the children of the Lord. Serve the Lord himself, if you have the privilege. Blessed you are that the privilege was given to you when others had it not. Bold are my words, and let me repeat that it is the greatest privilege in our life that we are allowed to serve the Lord in all these shapes. Give up the idea that by ruling over others, you can do any good to them, but you can do just as much as you can in the case of the plant. You can supply the growing seed with the materials for the making up of its body, bringing it to the earth, the water, the air that it wants. It will take all that it wants by its own nature. It will assimilate and grow by its own nature. Bring all light into the world. Light bring light. Let light come unto everyone. The task will not be finished till everyone has reached the Lord. Bring light to the poor and bring more light to the rich, for they will require it more than the poor. Bring light to the ignorant and more light to the educated, for the vanities of the education of our time are tremendous. Thus bring light to all and leave the rest unto the Lord, for in the words of the same Lord, to work have the right and not the fruits thereof. Let not work produce results for you, and at the same time may you never be without work. May he who taught such grand ideas to our forefathers ages ago help us get strength to carry practice into his commands. Thank you.
Mr. Singh, you're on mute.
Thank you, Sia. It is very impressive to note that at this young age, you have understood the life and philosophy of Swami Vivekananda so well. Your remarks were very impressive. I would now request Anish Mukhopadhyay. He's a junior in high school, born and brought up in America, and he's going to present a poem.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for having me today. As Mr. Singh said, my name is Anish Mukherjee, and on this occasion of National Youth Day, I'm proud to celebrate the birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda, a great philosopher from India, who won over the world at a very young age. I've always been inspired by Swamiji's thinking of different religions, communities, traditions, and tolerance. I'm honored to be invited tonight and share one of Swamiji's greatest poems, Kali the Mother. This beautiful poem glorifies goddess Kali, who we associate with empowerment. Kali the Mother. The stars are blotted out. The clouds are covering clouds. It is darkness, vibrant, sonnet. In the roaring, whirling wind are the souls of millions lunatics, just loosed from the prison house, wrenching trees by the roots, sweeping all from the path. The sea has joined the fray and swirled up mountain waves to reach the pitchy sky. The flash of lurid light reveals on every side 1,000 shades of death, begrimed and black scattering plagues and sorrows. Dancing mad with joy, come, mother, come. For terror is thy name, death is in thy breath, and every shaking step destroys a world forever. Thou time, the all-destroyer, come, O mother, come. Who dares misery love and hug the form of death, dance in destruction's dance, to him the mother comes. Thank you.
Thank you, Anish. When juniors like you recite these poems, we feel very relaxed about our future and preservation of our culture. And with this, now I would request Manu Patrana Bish, who is studying computer science at UIC, University of Chicago. He would be sharing his remarks about Swami Vivekananda's travels. Manu.
Honorary Consulate General, revered Swamis, and esteemed participants. It is my honor to participate in this occasion. Today, I will be talking about Swami Vivekananda's travels. The year was 1897, the date, January 15th. Swami Vivekananda arrived in the town of Colombo. A sea of people stood there to touch his feet. Flowers were thrown on the sheets he stood. The sacred water of the Ganges scattered on the street. Rich and poor, kings, and ordinary people, celebrating the triumph of the same man who had once crossed India from south to the north as a wandering monk, begging along its roads. What caused this change, and what triumph were they celebrating? Swami Vivekananda worked tirelessly for 4 years, starting with the now famous speech he delivered at the Parliament of Religions in Chicago. Addressing the audience with the now famous words, "Sisters and Brothers of America," he received a standing ovation from the nearly 6,000 seated in the audience. From the time of the Parliament of Religions in 1893 to when he set sail to England in 1896, he had a hectic time giving lectures on India and philosophy in different parts of America. These were mostly public lectures under the auspices of learned societies. His activities extended to almost all important cities in America and important learning centers, including Harvard University. As a result of his work, many misconceptions about India in the mind of Americans were removed. Swami Vivekananda talked about India as a unique society, where, as he quotes, 10 different notions and ideas can live in perfect harmony. Swami Vivekananda was welcomed warmly in India after 4 long years of touring across the world. The extensive amount of travel that he had undergone up to that point is awe-inspiring, as before his visit to America, he had spent 5 years traveling across India, familiarizing himself with a broad set of traditions. Even after 9 years of travel, Swami Vivekananda didn't think of resting and embarked on a tour around India upon his return from his global visit. In his return in Colombo, a news bulletin states, the Swami gave a brief reply, expressing his appreciation of the kind welcome he had received. He took advantage of the opportunity to point out the demonstration had not been made in honor of a great politician, a great soldier, or a millionaire, but of a begging sannyasin, showing the tendency of the Indian mind towards religion. From January of 1897 to July, he traveled across the country giving a variety of talks. 29 of these talks are recorded, with much more also being done. Among these stops, Swami Vivekananda returned to his hometown of Calcutta, which saw a particular amount of fanfare, with the streets decorated and people cheering upon his long-awaited return to his hometown. Swamiji himself was touched by the response, even remarking in his address, "I stand not as a sannyasin, no, not even as a preacher, but I come before you, the same Calcutta boy, to talk to you as I used to do. I would like to sit in the dust of the streets of this city, and with the freedom of childhood, open my mind to you, my brothers." Shortly after this lecture, Swami Vivekananda founded the Ramakrishna Mission, whose lasting impact is still felt today as they continue to spread Swami Vivekananda's message around the globe. Swami Vivekananda concluded his journey in a city near the northern tip of India, Almora. The auspicious location of the Himalayas was a fitting end to his long journey of 9 years. He remarked in his address on the nature of the Himalayas, "As peak after peak of this father of mountains began to appear before my sight, all the propensities to work, that ferment that had been going on in my brain for years, seemed to quiet down. The last 9 years of nonstop work had led him to a location of deep solace, leading him to deeply reflect on his life's passion and vision, fueling the fire to spread his message even further. In the years that followed, Swami Vivekananda continued traveling across India and the globe, spreading his message and creating more ashrams, many of which still exist today, serving in his lasting memory."
Thank you very much. You have very well elaborated this, how Swami Vivekananda's travels were important in the context of removal of misconceptions and appreciation of Indian philosophy in American society. Now we have come almost to the conclusion of program. Now we have Swami Ishatmananda ji is with us. Swami Ishatmananda ji is a monk of Ramakrishna Mission. He delivers lectures at colleges, universities, and devotee congregations on spiritual ideals and ideologies. In February 2013, Swami Ishatmananda came to Vivekananda Vedanta Society of Chicago and took charge as the president. Since December 2014, he is a religious advisor at the University of Chicago, and from 2020, he is serving as one of the trustees at the Parliament of World Religions. I would request Swamiji to sum up today's webinar.
Parutatve sadalino Rama Krishna samagaya Yodharma sthapanarato Viresham tam namamyaham Viresham tam namamyaham. Honorable Consul General of India, Chicago, other respected officers, dear Swamis, respected Swamis, dear students, and also the viewers, dear viewers. Just now, I recited the offering my salutation to Swami Vivekananda, the one who was naturally, he was meditative. He never wanted to come out of that meditation. But at the behest of his guru, he set out to establish a religion. And what is this religion? That is self-confidence. Everywhere he said the self-confidence. When we criticize others, that means, that shows that we have lost our self-confidence. When somebody is singing very well and I feel jealous, or I can't sing, I criticize. When I see somebody is doing good and I criticize, why? Self-confidence is lost. The Swamiji gave us the self-confidence back. Friends, particularly the young participants, you are all born and brought up over here in America. You don't know in India, the hundreds and hundreds of years, this India was under the subjugation of the foreign rule. You cannot imagine. And from there, some courageous people, they fought against the rulers, brought back our independence. And the moment the India got independent, the whole, the Asian countries, the China, the Pakistan, the Sri Lanka, and Burma, all they got the freedom. And you know what that gave? The Swami Vivekananda. He was the philosopher behind this. And he said, freedom, freedom, freedom. Freedom is the first condition of growth. I need freedom. Freedom means from the oppression, we have to be free. Young friends, you are born over here. The moment you are in America, everything is so free. But in India, it was not like that. And only 75 years, India got the freedom. After hundreds and hundreds of years of subjugation, we were losing all our originalities. Now, many of you mentioned about those originalities. That is love, that is compassion, that is reaching out to other people. That is the originality of India. Within 75 years, almost from zero, now India is reaching on the top of the world everywhere. If you go to any country, all the universities, you will find the professors, researchers, the technicians, and the engineers everywhere of the world. Is not that India? That is India growing up. The India was not having anything. Now India is feeding others. You will wonder the tremendous confidence that has come back to India. And what Swami Vivekananda, why Swami Vivekananda has been remembered? I really salute the government of India to make the birthday of Swami Vivekananda, the 12th January, as the National Youth Day. Youth means is a one who sees the dream and has the determination to transform the dream into action. That is the youth. The India, as the Honorable our Consulate General, he said, is a young country. Why? 75 years only. And in comparing with the others, it's nothing. But you see, everywhere India is making the progress. But India's culture that the Swami Kripamayananda and also Vardananda ji mentioned, Indian culture is love other and never criticize other, not breaking. Swami Vivekananda said, we will reach to the whole world, conquer the whole world, but not with the fire and sword, but with prayer and blessings. That is the unique way. That this is the broad-mindedness, and how it comes, self-confidence. No, I can do. You can do, no problem, but I too can do. This is the Vedanta Swami Vivekananda gave again and again. This year, the 75th year of the Indian independence. And Indian independence has brought so much of hope all over the world. Why? Because of the uniqueness. And when you go to India, every railway station, you will find difference. And different type of people, different type of language, different type of food habit, different type of dresses. You cannot imagine. That if you go around the whole India, you can see there's so many varieties of people, different type of people, but all living together. Sometimes some people, they said that those soldiers who are guarding the Indian border, they're ready to die for the India, that is Bharat. If you ask them to talk among themselves, they won't be, because all the languages are different. Some will be speaking Tamil, some will be speaking Gujarati, some will be speaking Hindi, and so many varieties of language, but united. And unity in diversity, that is the beauty of India. Unity in diversity. So India, that Bharat, is not a just geographical place. It is the culture. And that culture fully manifests in spirituality. And that spirituality called Vedanta. Vedanta is nothing but self-confidence. So have faith, faith, faith. That was what Swami Vivekananda said. Don't bother about. If somebody is very intelligent, he is going to be a doctor or an engineer, but I can become somebody else. That Pritish was telling, I like to be a musician. That's good. Wonderful concept. Someone can become a good cook. I always used to tell the students, so don't lose hope that somebody is very good in subjects, maybe physics, chemistry, they will be doing something. You can also do something. Why not? That I will conclude because the time is up. Then one of our great Swami Ranganathananda ji, he was one of the presidents of Ramakrishna Mission. He became a monk very early in the age. He completed the school, the junior school, and then he joined the Ramakrishna order. And he was telling that I lost my confidence because all people are speaking in English and they are speaking in Hindi. I can understand. I am from a village of Kerala. What will happen? The Keralian people, they speak in a different language. Then one day I heard that one of our Swami, he's quoting an Upanishad, which was very much liked by Swami Vivekananda. Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. You must arise and have confidence, confidence, confidence. Then he started telling to himself. He was inspiring himself by saying, I'm a boy from Kerala. I can climb the coconut tree so fast, no one else. Maybe they can speak English, they know mathematics, which I can't, but will they be able to climb the coconut tree like me? I can swim in the river. I can row a boat. I have so many qualities. Why should I lose the confidence? Look at it. And that Swami became a great scholar a great speaker, and almost all the universities in the world invited him to speak. Can you imagine? That is called Vedanta. And that is exactly what Swami Vivekananda wanted to teach us. No hatred, no criticism, only have confidence in yourself. And that exactly what India wants to teach the whole world. Have confidence and don't destroy others, don't disturb others, don't criticize others. Let them go in their own way. You go in your own way like a lion. So that the teaching of Swami Vivekananda, I will thank the Consulate General for giving us the opportunity, Vivekananda Vedanta Society of Chicago, to collaborate and to celebrate this 12th January, the Youth Day of India, and at the same time, the 75th year of the Indian independence. Thank you all. And my love and best wishes to all the young participants. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Thank you very much, Swamiji, for your inspiring words and concluding the program so nicely. Now, before we end up the program, we have a video clip to share with all of you. Give us a minute or so. We'll try to bring that on screen, please. Thank you. So before we leave, just sorry for a pause. While we immensely thank Swami Vardananda, Swami Kripamayananda, and Swami Ishatmananda for their valuable presentations, it was a great pleasure and a matter of great satisfaction as well to have students who joined us today. They are the real ambassadors who talked about Indian art and culture and in our philosophy and significant achievements. Dear students, we look forward to your continued association with us in the context of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, and with a sincere thank, we conclude this program. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. On behalf of all of us, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us today.